Oh, did I land on that little buddy? That would be have been unfortunate. That's probably what happened. Clear gunk off the tracks. All right. How do I turn you, big boy? Whoops. You're locked.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
This said bridge operator. Seems like a safe bet. All right. Work chat teeth. Guess who just had to inspect an inbound delivery of like 100 teeny tiny little boxes? Me, that's who. And you know what was inside each one? A single human tooth. Fucking gross. Alright, are you turning? Hey, I'm proud of you. Good job, little guy. Down we go. Oh fuck, it's one of these boys. Get fucked. God, I hate those invisible guys. They scare me. Working as designed. I see goodies back there. Let me in. Yeah. Can't hide the goodies from me. Who wants a battery, huh? You? Got enough batteries for everybody. Trust. Anything up here? Before I take the elevator. Search for the slide projector object power. Roll out the welcome wagon. My throwing is better than yours is. Airplane evaluation order, huh? Oh. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in a classified town in Cincinnati. Wait, what? Cincinnati has towns? I thought Cincinnati was a town. It's suspected to be connected to a classified AWE. See a classified case study for details. And is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought there through the New York subway tunnel. Special access classified. For more information on this classified tunnel and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and classified something. See file 412-4521. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for 2 classified somethings, and initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has yet been detected. Refer to file 912-8371 for the report. Why would you even have, like, the space unclassified? Why not just classify the whole line? I see you. Oh god. Nice stormtrooper aim, dude. Ordinary AWA stage 1.A. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were lots of dolls. Dylan Faden, interview 2002. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played there in a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Jesse Faden, therapy session 2010. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note, likely Neil Hosenberg missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, note, likely Tom Barlow missing. And his gang, Freddie, note, likely Freddie Bartwell, also missing. Hugo, note, no one by this name was found in public records, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Dylan Faden, interview 2002. Extrapolated information, unconfirmed existence of additional slide, designation house. Okay. Oh, I didn't hit the button.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Dude, I love all the paper flying around. It's so sick.
They found out. I don't know what would happen. You found out, brother.
Brother.
They told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary. This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller. No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, I don't think so. Whoa, please watch the language, caller. But we're still a family show. I'm sorry. It's just, my brother lived there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there. So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere? I'm not sure. The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Rio Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction, as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan. Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying! Now, I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing,
Oof.
too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions, or die trying.
Thanks, Doctor. Ordinary summary. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary caused by an object of power, the slide projector, OOP-15, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projector, the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, were playing at the local dump when they found the discarded slide projector. See OOP-15 case file and some classified Darling presentations for detail. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children, who led them to the slide projector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See some interviews that are classified and some classified prime candidate program files. Ordinary AWE Stage 4A. More witness testimonies. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us. But then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. Dylan Faden, interview 2002. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse Faden's therapy 2010. Jesse said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Dylan Faden, interview 2002. Extrapolated information, additional slide, designation hand, is verified and in bureau possession, and the unconfirmed existence of a paranatural entity, designation Dog Neil. What about Polaris? You log Dog Neil, but you don't log Polaris?
evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come, did he? He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In Ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
Oh my. Oh boy, Dylan, you had a hard existence, buddy. Ordinary AWE Stage 2 Sled Hill Cave witness testimonies. After what happened at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Dylan Faden interview 2002. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the Temple slide. We called it that, but really it was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something. Very dark. The Not Mother lived there with her babies? Children? I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Jesse Faden, therapy session 2010. Extrapolated information. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation Temple. Unconfirmed existence of a paranatural entity designation Not Mother. What the hell is going on in Ordinary, huh? Sounds not good. More lore. More witness testimonies. 1B, the dump witness testimonies. The second slide we called the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. And the dreams, everything was melting. And then when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Jesse, therapy session 2010. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. Jesse, also in therapy 2010. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Dylan in interview 2002. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation meadow.
Let's see what they have on Ordinary.
Oh my god.
Here, our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
They reenacted the whole... They modeled the whole town? Oh, sorry. I fucked up your diorama. So it started at the dump and radiated out, I guess? Looks like. Uh-oh. Sorry, little ordinary. Yeah, you can have your grenade
Found the
back,
slide
bud.
projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
Oh, more audio.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter.
No matter.
You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this... I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly. They took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Hugely.
You know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
What's this award? Certificate of Recognition. Oh, more goodies? Ordinary supplement. Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden. See 2 classified interviews for relevant information, and the obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the Ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all 3 sources contain conflicting data. Example, Dylan claims there were 8 slides for the projector. Jesse mentioned 9. The Bureau found 1 intact slide and the burnt remains of 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Notes. Dr. Darling has ordered the entirety of the ordinary town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, with the hopes of finding additional slides or other altered materials. Due to the limited space in the investigations sector, this AWE will be investigated in the containment sector. The whole dump? Yeah, just bring me the whole dump. You heard me. Holy shit, they actually did it.
They moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
That's crazy. Dump cessation of work order. By order of Dr. Darling, all work in the ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. The resources will be allocated to a classified department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in slide projectors found in the area, should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. Oh my god, dude. Uh-oh. God, flying angry boy. Hello. Oh, we can't dodge all three.
We should check that lab.
Fuck boy. Frames. Oh, that's back into the turntable. Nice. We have a whole thing up here to get around. The mobile lab. I'm gonna do the thing. Very much better.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Mission complete. I don't like when Dr. Darling seems so rattled in his logs. He's usually like so zen. He's usually so peppy. I wonder how I get in there. Alright, back to Research Town. Give me... I don't know. Should I just get more health? Sure. Can't go wrong with health, right? Research. It wants me in the ashtray maze, huh? Alright. It didn't like me being there last time I went.